welcome once again to my channel. I hope all of you are doing wonderful. So today I'm going to be talking about V-steaming. I'm going to be showing you those herbs or plants that you can use, you can combine together and you know prepare this really powerful steam. And the reason for doing this because I know some people may not have a lot of cash to buy the already pre-mixed ones. Other times, so you might have some of these things lying around. You can just combine them, and each of these herbs, they all have their own individual benefits as well that you can use. But let's start about the reason why one should V-steam. Now, I'm not saying that this should apply to everyone. If you're not into that, that's fine. If you want to try it, that's still okay. If you're totally against it, I respect that. So here we go. Now, steaming the V for me has always been, as not always, but for a couple of years now, it has been a part of my self-care routine. So I inculcate it when I'm as part of my self-care routine. So basically, I have times where I take care of my hair, I have other times where I take care of my skin, and of course, I have to take care of that place as well. So that was part of it for me. And I first of all started doing this. This was way before giving birth, before even getting pregnant or anything like that, while I was still single and all that. So I started doing that because at that time there was this new thing about V-steaming, and honestly, I've always known about this even prior to when it became a trend. So but I knew it as something that women who had just put to birth were doing, especially in my tribe. And I also noticed that some other parts of Africa, like Congo and all of that, they actually do this V-steam as well. If you once you put to bed, especially vagina birth. Um, so that was it for me. And then later on, when the trend started happening, I realized that you can actually do this even if you were not pregnant or you've not had a child. You can still go ahead and do this therapy. So of course the benefits were there. They said it relaxes. It's very relaxing. It's had other so many benefits as well. So I tried it out for the first time, and I'm going to tell you it was amazing. It was so relaxing. That was the first time I felt like I was really connected to my feminine energy, and it was so good. I felt so feminine the way I felt revived. I just felt relaxed. I felt this release, which was just absolutely amazing for me. And so I was like, you know what, keep I'm gonna continue doing this. And mind you, that place is a very delicate place. You don't want to overdo it. You want to make sure you listen to your body and not overdo this particular treatment. So I just added it, and I will do it every now and then, when I feel like I should do something like that. So yeah, now fast forward to after giving birth. Although I had my child through C-section, for so many reasons, a lot of things were involved, it but I went through it was a really stressful process leading up to that that the C-section. So I was expecting a vaginal birth, but due to some things happening here and there, placenta and baby not lying in the right part and all place and all of that, and I wasn't dilating, but specifically I wasn't dilating as I should, and we couldn't risk putting my baby through that kind of stress, so we had to get an emergency session. But before then, if you put to bed, it's a really really intense process, especially when they have to induce your labor or they reach in to bust your water. It was just horrible. And then when they're checking to see how dilated you've been, all those hands going in there, it's, oh god, it's just thinking about it, I cringe every single time I think about it. But I thank God everything is fine. My baby's healthy, he's growing so big. I'm so happy for that. I'm fine, baby's fine. That's important to me. So um now, after having all of that, you still have to treat that area. Now, most people always assume that you only do this, you only steam your vagina area only if you had a vaginal birth. But my mom, she told me that that's not always the case. You actually have to do it even if you had a C-section. First of all those hands going in there, all the processes, because when they bust your water, definitely water is going to flow down through, your as in out of that place. And there's a lot of things happening as well, and you still bleed even after C-section. You still bleed as well, so you want to make sure you take care of that place, steam that place, and just help it, release all that stress and agony or whatever it is you had gone through. So I started doing that, and I'm gonna tell you, it's been an amazing journey. I love it. It didn't feel me then. It still did not feel me now. The walls able to contract. I could feel it even after my first steam. I could feel my womb area kind of like contracting, which was really good. I know. I just felt the overall release. All that trauma and all that stuff. I could just let it go, and the flora, my natural flora, I could feel it was coming back, all that stuff. So it's really, really good. And then I decided I should film this just to kind of share this with everyone. Where I am, I haven't found a lot of herbs, people selling this, that you can use at home, although there are some places that offer it as a spa treatment, but not a lot of people offering this as a product that you can just buy and take home. So that's the reason why I decided, okay, let me try out, let me do my own DIYs. Now, you may not have to use herbs. you know Traditionally, they just use hot water. They just use hot water. They could throw in some oils, some essential oils, like peppermint oil or anything like that, into the hot water and sit on it. But I chose to use some herbs, and these herbs are not like anything so special that you have to wander into deep thick forest to get. Something you can just lay your hands on. You can go lay your hands on, but you have to take care when you're getting these things. It's better to get the food grade of it, because you know that, okay, this has been treated well, it's hygienic, as opposed to going to get this from um, local, like in the market, where you know that it's been sitting in the dirt and all of that, and then now you have to be extra cautious in taking care of it, washing it, and you may not even do it properly, because you're treating that place, so you don't get yourself infected, yeast and BV and all that stuff. So that's why you go for the food grade, the already packaged ones. You just get that, and take care of business. So um, the herbs I used, sorry, pardon me. The herbs I used were peppermint, peppermint leaves, moringa leaves. I had lavender essential oil in there, and also the black tea. I combined these herbs because they are very, very powerful and they're really good. The black tea has a little bit of caffeine in it, which is very stimulating. That would also help, kind of bring back your libido, because after giving birth, I don't know if it happens to all women. There'll come a time whereby you're not so aroused, you're just like down there, considering all the stress you've gone through and everything, so it might take a while. So the caffeine will kind of stimulate, so you want something that would not only treat that area, but you also want something that will actually revive it. So that's one of the things, to revive your yoni back to life. So now you use the you know those herbs. So this black tea, also use the mint, which is another stimulant as well, and it's very, very good. And I also used coconut oil. I've got some coconut oil so that the oil can travel through the steam up. It also has some antibacterial um, benefits, the coconut oil, and some moringa leaves, which are another powerful plant, and also the lavender as well, which is also really good. I combine these herbs to you know to prepare my yoni steam. And before then, just although I did not record this part, I'm just going to throw this out there. I also got some yoni pearls, which I used. So I don't want to go into details because I'm not really talking about yoni pearls in this video, but I'm just going to let you, so you can do your own research and find out, or what yoni pearls are good for and all of that. You can just check that out. So I used the yoni pearl for like 3 days before the steam. Okay, so I did all of that, and I've seen really really good results. So without further ado, I'm just gonna let you watch the next video. This video is just a demonstration on how I prepared everything. Just watch that. If you want to try it, no problem. You don't have to use all the herbs. You can decide, okay, maybe you just want to use only the mint leaves, or you just want to use moringa leaf, or you only want to use black tea, whatever, or you just want to use the coconut oil, the essential oil, whatever it is you want to do, perfectly fine. The important thing is that you're getting the steam up there to go heal that place. The herbs just give that added advantage to it. It has some benefits that will be added to just the steam. So without further ado, watch this video. I hope you enjoy it, and please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, love you guys. Bye. Hi guys, welcome once again. So to make this herb for your steaming, you will need 3 ingredients. You can easily get anywhere. So the first thing I'll need is the moringa leaf powder. So moringa leaf is just the dried leaves, and then you blend them into powder. And then the next one will be the mint, all right, premium mint, and then that's the mint leaf. And after that, few drops of lavender oil. So this is what I'm going to do. Just going to add a little bit here, my kettle. All right, followed by some of the mint leaves. Okay. You can just put as much as you want, depending on how potent you want your consistency to be. Then I'm going to add some water in this, and then boil this. So after boiling it, I would then add lavender oil in it. Alright, this is it. So I'm using this water, this is the borehole water, so directly from the soil, from the ground. Yeah. So it's natural, it's fresh. Alright, put just enough water, cover it up, and boil it. Okay, so I later decided to add black tea. So this is a black tea, but I'm going to add it to the kettle and let all of it boil, and just extract and get all that herbal goodness. Okay,